You know the one. Medieval knights, epic castles, thousands of soldiers, and a pickup truck with an AK-47. This is Kingmakers. Hey, and welcome back to Worth the Hype, the show where we go to war with the biggest new releases to see if they deserve a place in your timeline. I'm MessyDev, and today we are talking about a game that blew up the internet with one of the most gloriously unhinged trailers we have ever seen. You know the one. Medieval knights, epic castles, thousands of soldiers, and a pickup truck with an AK-47. This is Kingmakers. When that first trailer dropped, the collective gaming world lost its mind. It was the perfect embodiment of a ridiculous, overpowered fantasy. What if you could go back in time and just solve history with a grenade launcher? The hype was instantaneous and immense. But behind the explosive, meme-worthy premise lies a question. Is there a real game here? Is this just a shallow sandbox of chaos? Or is there something more? I've been poring over the dev blogs, analyzing the gameplay, and I'm here to tell you if Kingmakers is worth the hype. And let's just get this out of the way. From everything we've seen, Kingmakers looks like it absolutely could be. It's shaping up to be a brilliant, chaotic, and surprisingly deep blend of action and strategy that has the potential to be one of the most unique and flat-out fun games of the year. The premise is simple and brilliant. You are a soldier from a dying future sent back 500 years to medieval England. Your mission? Change the course of a bloody war to prevent the apocalypse. You are literally a kingmaker, armed with the technology to turn the tide of history. It's a fantastic setup for a power fantasy, but it also serves as the foundation for a deep strategic experience. This is where things get really interesting. The initial trailers made Kingmakers look like a pure third-person shooter where you just mow down endless waves of knights. And while you can absolutely do that, and it looks incredibly satisfying, that's only half the game. At its heart, Kingmakers is a real-time strategy game. At any moment, you can seamlessly switch from the third-person action view to a top-down RTS-style command screen. From here, you can issue orders to your armies, which are made up of thousands of individual AI-driven soldiers. The developers have cited Total War and Mount & Blade as inspirations, and it shows. You'll manage different unit types like swordsmen, archers, and cavalry, build fortifications, and plan your assaults before diving back into the fray to lead the charge yourself. And the combat has surprising depth. The devs have confirmed that this isn't just a simple case of guns beating swords. There's a realistic ballistics model in play. Different calibers have different penetration values. A light pistol might not do much against a heavily armored knight, but a high caliber sniper rifle will. Elite enemy officers will wear the best armor, forcing you to aim smart and think tactically. This isn't just a turkey shoot, it's a strategic puzzle where you are the most powerful, but not invincible piece on the board. And you can bring friends. The game supports 4-player online co-op, so you and your squad can coordinate your attacks with one player providing air support in an attack helicopter, while another leads a cavalry charge on the ground. The potential for strategic, chaotic fun is off the charts. So what's the catch? Well, the biggest one is that Kingmakers is launching into early access on October 8th, 2025. As with any early access title, you're buying into a game that is still in development. While the core concept looks incredibly strong, we don't know how much content will be available at launch or how polished the experience will be. There's also the question of longevity. The core loop of modern weapons versus medieval armies is amazing, but will it stay fresh for dozens of hours? The success of the game will hinge on the depth of its strategy layer. If the kingdom building, army management, and mission variety are robust, this could be a game with endless replayability. If not, the initial thrill could wear off, leaving it feeling like a fun but shallow sandbox. Finally, it's important to manage expectations. While the marketing has focused on the explosive action, the developers' own communications have heavily emphasized the strategy elements. If you're going in expecting a straightforward, mindless shooter, you might be surprised by the level of tactical depth. This is a thinking person's action game. So, after all the viral trailers and explosive gameplay, is Kingmakers worth the hype? If you are a fan of strategy games, sandbox chaos, and genre-bending experiments, then absolutely yes. This is a game that seems tailor-made for you. The sheer audacity of the concept, combined with the surprising strategic depth, makes this a day-one purchase for anyone who loves emergent gameplay and making their own fun. If you love co-op games, then yes, get your squad ready. The potential for coordinated chaos with 4 players is one of the most exciting things about this game. It's built for creating unforgettable gaming moments. However, if you are looking for a polished, narrative-driven, single-player experience right from the start, you might want to wait and see how the early access develops. The game has incredible potential, but it's still a work in progress. And if you're purely an action fan who isn't interested in the RTS side of things, you might find the game more complex than you're looking for. But for me, Kingmakers represents the best kind of gaming ambition. It's a bold, creative, and gloriously over-the-top idea backed by what looks to be a surprisingly deep and intelligent game design. It's a game that doesn't just want to be admired, it wants to be broken, exploited, and laughed with in the most spectacular ways possible. It's not just worth the hype, it's a potential game changer. But that's a before you buy. You know how this goes by now. I give you some pros, some cons, and some personal opinion, and now I want to hear yours down in the comments. Are you jumping back in time with Kingmakers on day one? What's the first modern weapon you're unleashing on those unsuspecting knights? Let's talk about it. If you found this video helpful, clicking the like button is a huge help to us, and we really appreciate it. And if you want to stay informed on all the latest releases, make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.